Today I'll be talking about some books that I think are a great read together. My first one I'll be starting off with is A Short History of the Anglo-Saxons by Giles Morgan. This book, it takes on, well, simply as it says on the tin, a short history of the Anglo-Saxons. It expresses different historians' opinions on what happened. There's a lot of speculation whether the Battle of Hastings in 1066 actually happened, or if William of Normandy was unable to come to England due to weather, which it's interesting to see different perspectives of history. And I feel this book has quite an open-minded approach to the history of the Anglo-Saxons. As far as a short history goes, I felt that the book itself spoke more of all of the different people that were important, which of course is heavily part of the history. So if you want to find out more about maybe the things they used to wear, how they used to live, you'd have to find other resources and other books to follow up from this one. As far as historical fiction goes coming from the Anglo-Saxon period, I highly recommend G.K. Holloway's 1066 series. Last year in September, I had the pleasure of reading 1066 What Fates Impose. I thought it was fantastic. Growing up, I really loved the Anglo-Saxons, and this book takes you straight into 1066 England, takes you straight into rural England, the countryside, and you really feel as though you're walking alongside housecarls, earls, and even the king, who we see the heir to the throne. Well, there is no heir to the throne towards the beginning of the book until a new king is named. And from there, we see King Harold take to the throne. And obviously, William of Normandy comes over and decides that he would like to be King of England. This is then followed up by In the Shadows of Castles, which is book 2 in the 1066 series. I'm currently in the middle of reading this book. I've almost finished, and this simply continues the story from What Fates Impose, which goes from King Harold to the Battle of Hastings, going on from that to discover who is now King William and how his reign doesn't sort of have a welcoming reception from those who live in England as the Normans come to the UK. Both of these could be read as standalones, but I think to truly appreciate book 2 and where England stands at this point, it is definitely beneficial to read the first book and to see the rise, but just see how William of Normandy grows in his power, where we see him with more power in book 2 towards book 1. As I mentioned, A Short History of Anglo-Saxons is definitely a good read I'd pair with both of these books. I'm sure there's loads of other Anglo-Saxon books that I am yet to read that I thoroughly enjoy. And if you have any recommendations, please feel free to comment below. Thank you.